Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a new channel, first video. This is regarding the P. Diddy scandal that's going on. Sean Combs, whatever y'all want to call him, Puff Daddy, all of that good stuff. Welcome to the channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. P. Diddy's homes just being raided. Both his LA and Miami homes raided. So we're going to get into this little article here from CBS and see exactly what's going on. And then I'm going to upload some footage from Fox. I think it was Fox 11 where they are live at the scene. You can see some of it right here as well. Let me get the ad off of here. So it says Sean Diddy Combs' home in Los Angeles and Miami have been raided by Homeland Security investigation agents and other law enforcement officers due to a possible ongoing sex trafficking investigation, U.S. officials confirmed Monday. Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. HSI said in a statement, "We will provide further information as it becomes available." So they got a little picture there as well. The Homeland Security. Let's read more. Two women accused the music mogul of sexual abuse in November last year, 1 week after he settled a separate lawsuit with the singer Cassie that contained allegations of rape and physical abuse. The women's lawsuit were filed on the eve of the expiration of the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law permitting victims of sexual abusers a 1-year window to file civil actions regardless of the statute of limitations. "We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law," Douglas Wigdor, a lawyer for Casey, said in response to Monday's raids. "Hopefully this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct." Another woman in December of 2023 accused Combs and two other men of gang raping her in 2003. I think that was the one with Aaron Hall, when she was 17 years old, according to civil court documents filed in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York. The woman's lawsuit was filed under a New York City's gender-motivated violence protection law last month. Oh no, that one, I think that one may be what was the girl from Love and Hip Hop? Because they kept her name a secret, but the girl that she was signed to Jay-Z, but then they end up replacing her with Rihanna. I don't know. I don't be keeping up with this stuff, but with these people, but I remember them talking about it. What was her name? I know she was flipping out on the show and she turned into an alcoholic or something like that. Could be the reason why she, went into that state. Where I was at when she was 17 years old, according to the civil court. I think I read that. Documents filed in the United States District Court, Southern District of New York. The woman's lawsuit was filed under the New York City Genders Motivated Violence Protection Law. Last month, a male music producer filed a lawsuit claiming Combs sexually assaulted him and forced him to have sex with prostitutes. Ooh, y'all. All right, stay tuned, because I did get some footage from Fox 11, so I'm going to upload that next. Make sure, again, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is my new channel, starting off with this one. So yeah, tune in to your girl. I'm gonna stay on top of this case. Bye. So guys, what we're looking at right now, P. Diddy, two of his homes have just been raided. We're going to watch a little of this news clip, then I'm going to come back and give my...
for live on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, sorry about that. I did not know, and I don't know if they just came to us, but let's do some YouTubing if you guys would like. So if you guys, again, I don't know, and I have no internet, so I can't even really answer your questions or even find out where we've been or what's been going on. But definitely looking at a piece of property that was owned or is owned by P. Diddy or Sean Combs. I don't know him well enough. I'm going to call him Mr. Combs. And Bad Boy Entertainment is his production company. So apparently there is some sort of investigation ongoing involving him, and they had Homeland Security, of all things, come out here today in force, armored vehicles. These guys dressed like in their full best tactical gear, weapons, night vision goggles, the whole thing. Drones were flying, and they made their way into this piece of property that you see right there. Now, early on, they took what we counted 6 people out of the home, out of this property. Now, there's actually 3 buildings here. You've got the main house right there. Then you've got this other one that I would almost call a back house, or maybe the pool house or guest house. And then you have a smaller one that's actually behind some trees right over. I would almost venture to say that.
So he's going to speak about, I think he said like 6 people, but you guys are going to hear him, were not arrested, but I guess they was questioning them. They did have all of them in handcuffs, but eventually some of them were taken out of handcuffs while others was kept in handcuffs, but they did take them all away. So I think they're finna go and interview them. Some may be under investigation, but not only is this home, I think it's pronounced Homeby, but I'm not sure. I'm not from LA. I don't know. Homeby, LA, something like that. At the same time that they raided this home, they also raided his home in Miami, Florida. So they raided both homes at the same time. There is no confirmation as of yet if P. Diddy was at either one of the homes. So we don't know if he is arrested as of yet. But stay tuned. I will give, a follow-up, let you guys know what's going on. I'm going to stay on top of this case. Like, share, subscribe. This is going to be my very first video on this channel, so I hope I do good. I am going to stay on top of this case from this point going forward. So let's get back into the video.
That one, again, I don't know. Who knows what they're using it for? I'm just venturing to guess. But you have another residence over here with a hot tub in the back. Maybe that's actually on somebody that's living on site that's a caretaker. I don't know. But they got in, and almost right out the box, they got 6 people in custody. All those people actually came out of not the Range Rover, not the Range Rover. That's the first thing they did. They opened up that gate, got in there, and they popped the doors on the Range Rover. They came out of there. They came out of there. I don't know why. I know it's a garage. I have no information. I'm just talking about what we saw when we got here. And one by one, they took them, and everybody got cuffs to begin with, and then they started taking off the cuffs, and some were still cuffed. But arrested, I wouldn't use that word. I would say in custody. They had them over here. They were talking to them, taking pictures of them, just talking, and then they put them all in a vehicle, and they have since left the scene. Now, I don't know who they were. I can tell you, probably if it would have been Sean Combs, believe me, we would know that. Don't know who those folks were, caretakers, property management, who knows? I honestly could be the pool guy for all I know. But at any rate, we saw that happening earlier on. What's going on right now? Well, a number of those armored guys are still inside this home that you see here, the main building. And I got you on the IFB there, if you're hollering at me. So they made their way in there, and it was one of those things. It's like, to talk about it on television is a little different than on the internet. One of the main concerns for law enforcement is in a situation like this. So let's say somebody's on that property. You know, who knows who this person is? But they see armed people coming in through the gates. They don't have any idea what's going on. They don't know that's law enforcement. They don't know that, for all they know, that could be robbers. And so somebody could be hiding in one of these rooms inside here, and that person also could possibly be armed. So that's kind of one of the reasons what's taking so long. They have to secure the building, is what I'm saying, because you don't want to have investigators doing their investigation in like 4 hours from now and have somebody kick open a door with a gun and start, you know, like, who are you guys? Pop, pop, pop. You don't, you know, and it sounds like I'm poking fun at it, but really, truly, that is the scenario that they're needing to avoid. So that was one of the reasons why it is taking so long. We also were talking about the whole legal ease that goes on about how this even happens. This isn't like somebody said, hey, I heard, you know, Sean's got this and this and this and this, or Mr. Diddy or Mr. Combs, you know, has got something going on, and they're just like, hey, let's mount up and ride. There was a lot going on before this actually happened. And this is also a coordinated raid. There's also, we understand that they raided his home in Miami as well. I have no idea what exactly they're looking for. I'll be very honest about that. I didn't even know that there was legal issues going on with Sean Combs. And so I honestly don't have any of those kind of components. All I can tell you is right now, this is in the Holmby Hills area. That's his home that you see right there. And now it has a command post out front, and that command post belongs to Homeland Security. You have a number of armored vehicles, most of them belonging to Homeland Security. Got one there, a couple of them in the driveway as well. We did see one, I believe it was a sheriff's vehicle, that has since left the area. But there's still a number of that Homeland Security officers out there. And I'm talking about the soldiers. I'm talking about the boots on the ground type of guys that are still here. And I would venture to say probably in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 of them. And then you also have younger guys, probably, you know, investigators. And then you also have some suits that arrived eventually, and they all made their way inside that home. That's what's going on right now. Now, we have been talking about this, and I even feel, for me, it doesn't roll off my tongue at all to say that this is all about sex trafficking. And, you know, hear that.
Well, the audio is going to get choppy from here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume down now. I'm going to watch a little bit more of the footage, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to get the first footage for when they first got there. This was the second video. I wasn't aware that they did a first video. When I saw it, I was like, oh yes, I'm finna get on top of this, starting my new channel. And this is something great for me to cover. I feel bad for all of the victims, Cassie, everybody who's already sued him, the young men's, the older men's, you know, you never know who all he had over there, you know, him and TD Jake. And this, it's alleged for as TD Jake, this is alleged, but all of this supposedly took place at P. Diddy's home. You know, you guys, we've all seen the news and the blogs and everything about the cases that he currently have right now for, well, they're not cases, they're lawsuits. Well, I guess a lawsuit is still a case, it's just civil, it's not criminal. But this here, this is criminal. Or Homeland Security wouldn't be there. So you see the, look at them. You can see that's Homeland Security going inside right there. They got their guns out. They got everything. I hope his kids wasn't there, especially the daughters. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's all we're going to show on this one. And you guys, I'll get the other footage and I'll be right back.
Items that could connect whatever the investigation is. I would venture to say that those are going to be the guys that you're seeing right there, and they're waiting for that all clear. And then this group that you see there, those are the ones that are actually going to go inside. They probably have, like you said, they probably have ideas what they're looking for, where they might be. So, but right now it is still a waiting game to make sure that everybody is out of this building and that it is secure for the investigators to make their way in and actually start that search.
And we should mention, thank you, Stu, that if this is in fact involving a sex trafficking investigation, we do know that according to Diddy's attorneys and the rapper himself, he has denied any wrongdoing in any of all this. So there are two sides, of course, to this as this all plays out. But it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time. According to TMZ, a raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live pictures of what's going on in Holmby Hills at this mansion right here, all connected to Sean Combs. So again, until we...
So yeah, we're not going to listen to this full news feed, but I did want to go back and get the beginning so you can see where they first arrived, and this is where they went into the house. So we're going to watch a little bit more of this. But oh my God, y'all, it's going down. It's about time that they got him, because he's such an evil person, allegedly. Allegedly. Look, I don't want to start off getting in trouble on YouTube, but I can't stand Diddy. I've never been a fan of Diddy. All of the stories, I believed them, especially when Cat Williams first came out about it. I believed it then. And some other people that shall remain nameless until their lawsuits come out and their case start coming out. Once theirs pop off, I'm going to be on theirs too. OMG, y'all. I wonder if we're going to see where the where they had the people in handcuffs. Wow. I'm glad this is finally going down. It took a long time, but at least they're doing something about it finally. Let's see what they're saying.
Some authorities are leaving the scene right now. They're done, or not? Is that not the case?
They're definitely not done, because I just showed y'all the second video, so they're still there
moving to a different
right
location.
now.
We're kind of at the bottom of the hill, but if you go up a little bit farther, some of the vehicles that you saw down here earlier have since kind of gone to the other side of the hill. This is obviously a very prestigious neighborhood. I said earlier, Humphrey Bogart's former house, I think, is next door to P. Diddy's, in the 200 block here of Mapleton and Holmby Hills off of Sunset near Beverly Glen. So the vehicles have basically just moved forward. You're seeing a lot more of those law enforcement officers from the Department of Homeland Security, though, back here on the street in Mapleton, since they've come out of the home after they've done their thorough investigating inside that beautiful home belonging to P. Diddy, to Sean Combs. So I don't think they have any intention, Sandra, on going anywhere anytime soon. And overhead, you can see law enforcement helicopters and, of course, Stu up there in Sky Fox.
Thank you so much, Haley, for that perspective on the ground right there in front of that Holmby Hills mansion. Stu, up in Skyfox, it looks like, yes, there are some more law enforcement, but in different attire. Should I say suits instead of body armor?
Definitely, and you know, and we all know how that works. The suits are going to be the investigators and probably the ones that are running the show. And again, I still think that they are just waiting for that green light for them to be allowed to make their way inside the property and to make their way to the areas that I would venture to say that they probably are pretty specific. I don't think they're just going in randomly. And again, this is just a guess. I don't think they're going in randomly, just going through everybody's stuff inside there. They probably have an area that they know or an office that they're going to be looking into or some computers that they might want to physically get their hands on. And that's what they're waiting for right now to make their way inside this property. This, like you said, very beautiful home out there in the Homeland Hills area. And they just waiting to get the all clear to allow them inside. While these officers that we see right there in the tactical gear, well, their job is to make sure that everything is safe for them to go in. Now, they don't probably... again, I just want to be clear. It's like nobody's thinking that there's booby traps or some kind of sniper inside the home. That's not what they're thinking at all. It's probably more along the lines of they want to make sure that everybody is outside of the home because they don't want to have somebody stepping out or coming out later on and, surprising or catching people off guard. That's not what they want. And right now you can see Sandra,
hopefully we can get some footage of the raid at the Miami home.
I would venture to say, as far as the officers go,
that's probably going to be on TMZ since TMZ is the one let them know about it. So we probably won't be able to get that footage. TMZ be tripping.
That have made their way out here to this Homeland Hills area. And as far as the suits that we were talking
about,
I'm not monetized,
so maybe I can still
but there's
show
some other ones as well, younger ones that were basically leading the charge. And that's them right there, actually. They perfect timing. And it looks like they're making their way over towards the home. They might be the first ones to make their way in to start that investigation process or figure out where we're going to look, what we're looking for, and then later on the suits will make their way in as well. But this, like you said, is going to be a very long process out here, and this is just the very, very beginning. And the folks that they had taken into custody, they've moved them out of the area right now. And again, wouldn't say that they are arrested. We don't know that for a fact. They took them into custody. A few of them still had cuffs on. Some of them didn't. So maybe this was a division of, these are people that we know work here. These are people that may be associated with Sean Combs. So,
all right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end it here. Y'all tune in to Fox 11. Shout out to Fox 11 for covering this so we can see what's going on and keep updated with what's going on with this P. Diddy activity. I don't know what else to call it. I don't want to call it something that I shouldn't and then get penalized on YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely stay on top of this, so look forward to more videos coming soon. I'm gonna see if I can get some footage of the raid at the Miami location, and then I'll upload that one in a separate video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, guys. Peace.